Alexandria is a city in the parish seat of Rapides Parish, Louisiana, United States. It lies on the south bank of the Red River in almost the exact geographic center of the state. It is the principal city of the Alexandria metropolitan area, which encompasses all of Rapides and Grant parishes. Its neighboring city is Pineville. In 2010, the population was 47,723, an increase of 3% from the 2000 census. History. Located along the Red River, the city of Alexandria was originally home to a community which supported activities of the adjacent Spanish outpost of Post de Rapides. The area developed as an assemblage of traders and merchants in the agricultural lands bordering the mostly unsettled areas to the north and providing a link from the south to the El Camino Real and then larger settlement of Natchitoches, the oldest permanent settlement in the Louisiana Purchase. Alexander Fulton, a businessman from Washington County, near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, received a land grant from Spain in 1785, and the first organized settlement was made at some point in the 1790s. In 1805, Fulton and business partner Thomas Harris Maddox laid out the town plan and named the town in Fulton's honor. The earliest deed that survives for an Alexandria resident is from June 24, 1805, when a William Cochran, who identifies himself as a of the town of Alexandria, sold the tract of land across the Red River to a William Murray. The same year, Fulton was appointed coroner in Rapides Parish by Territorial Governor William C. Claiborne. Alexandria was incorporated as a town in 1819 and received a city charter in 1832. The Civil War in Alexandria. In the spring of 1863, Alexandria was occupied by Union forces under the command of Admiral David Dixon Porter and General Nathaniel P. Banks. Porter arrived with his gunboats on May 7. Later in the day, Banks reached Alexandria with his cavalry, whose members had marched 25 miles to reach the city that day. According to the historian John D. Winters of Louisiana Tech University, Porter disliked Banks but nevertheless turned over Alexandria to him and then departed to rejoin General U.S. Grant at the ongoing siege of Vicksburg, Mississippi. Banks posted guards and declared martial law. Porter left behind the gunboat US Lafayette, Indiana, Alexandria, and posted the US Pittsburgh on the Black River to the northeast. In 1864, Admiral Porter, back in the area, and General Banks quarreled over possession of cotton supplies. Porter seized 300 bales of Confederate cotton from various warehouses in Alexandria and stamped it U.S. Enterprise, referring to the United States Navy. Porter sent his sailors into the country to search for unginned cotton. After the crop was located, it was brought to Alexandria to be ginned and baled. The sailors also seized molasses and wool. Winters writes that Porter took all cotton wherever he found it, cotton belonging to the Confederate government, cotton belonging to the rebels, and cotton belonging to loyal citizens. Winters continues, Banks was furious with Porter when he learned that the admiral was scouring the interior for cotton. Since he had no authority to stop Porter's speculative activities, Banks could only try to beat him to the remaining cotton. Army wagons were sent out in large numbers to collect the cotton. Thousands of bales were brought in by the troops and stored for future shipment. Jealous of the abundant transportation facilities of the Army, unprincipled Navy men stole Army wagons and teams at night, repainted the wagons, and branded the mules with Navy initials, and dove deep in the country in search of cotton. Quote, the Federal Army made itself as comfortable as possible during its long stay in Alexandria. Winters writes that lumber and tools were foraged, and the men busied themselves by building wooden tent floors, benches, and furniture. Alexandria with his zigzag line of fortifications. While Banks remained in Alexandria in the spring of 1864, Porter was temporarily trapped north of the city because of the low level of the Red River, 4 feet instead of the needed 7 feet to accommodate gunboats. Confederate citizens as a whole were most fearful of the Union. According to Winters, most had never before seen a Yankee soldier, expected the worst from the invader. Some cried, some cursed, some whined, and some, overcome with fear, hid themselves in the woods, leaving everything to the tender mercies of the army. Negroes were responsible for much of the plunder and pillage. Negro camp followers and officers' servants roamed the plantations and small farms without hindrance, bringing in the booty to camps each afternoon. Quote, on May 13, 1864, when the Union decided to abandon Alexandria, the city was set afire despite General Banks' order to the contrary. Winters reports that burning and plundering by 2 Union corps who set fire to a store on Front Street. Then, a strong wind spread the flames rapidly from one building to the next. Banks later claimed that the fire broke out in the attic of one of the buildings on the levee inhabited by either soldiers or refugees. Winters reports that pandemonium reigned, frightened cows bellowed and charged through the flaming streets, squawking chickens with scorched wings tried to fly out of danger. Hundreds of women, children, and old people ran through the streets, trying to carry a few of the belongings to safety. When the heat became unbearable, they dropped the loads and fled to the levee. Thieves ran from house to house and even along the levee, taking whatever they wanted from the shocked people. By noon, the most congested parts of town were destroyed. An attempt to blow up a church in the path of the fire only succeeded in helping to spread the flames. Quote, Alexandria faced the overwhelming task of rebuilding with a year of the war remaining. Prices became exorbitant. Butter cost $10 a pound, bacon $5 a pound, flour $3 a pound, and a bushel of meal $10. Many of the helpless lived in the forest without food, shelter, or clothing, subsisting on blackberries. All clothing was homespun, and shoes were mostly made of cloth. While Admiral Porter expressed sympathy for the suffering Alexandria residents, he declared the burning of Alexandria a fit termination of the unfortunate Red River expedition. Geography and climate. Alexandria is located at 31.29278 degrees north, 92.45917 degrees west, 31.29278 minus 92.45917, and has an elevation of 75 feet. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 27.0 square miles. 26.4 square miles of it is land and 0.6 square miles of it is water. Alexandria is on a level plain in the center of the Louisiana longleaf pine forests, in which pine is interspersed with various hardwoods. A number of small bayous, such as Bayou Rapides, Bayou Robert, and Hindson Bayou, meander throughout the city. In the immediate vicinity of the city, cotton, sugar, alfalfa, and garden vegetables are cultivated. The climate is humid subtropical with some continental influence in the winter. Summers are consistently hot and humid, whereas winters are mild, with occasional cold snaps. On average, the first freeze occurs in early to mid-November and the last freeze occurs in early to mid-March. The area receives plentiful rainfall year-round, with thunderstorms possible throughout the year. Some storms can be severe, especially during the spring months. According to Cities Ranked and Rated, Alexandria reports an average of 69 days per year with thunder reported. This is nearly double the national average. Snowfall is rare, with measurable snow having occurred 27 times since 1895. The heaviest snowfall event took place February 12–13, 1960, when 9.1 of snow fell. Tropical storms and hurricanes do impact Alexandria from time to time, but rarely cause severe damage, unlike areas closer to the coast. In September 2005, Hurricane Rita affected Alexandria and surrounding areas, causing widespread power outages and damaging the roofs of some structures. The most recent hurricane, Gustav, caused widespread flooding, knocked over trees and power lines, leading to power outages and damaged structures. Some low-lying Alexandria neighborhoods experienced substantial flooding from Gustav, with several feet of water in houses. Demographics. As of the census of 2010, there were 47,723 people, 17,816 households, and 11,722 families residing in the city. The population density was 1,754.6 square mi. There were 19,806 housing units at an average density of 749.9 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 50.75% white, 40.60% black, 1.25% Native American, 1.85% Asian, 0.14% Pacific Islander, 1.03% from other races, and 1.09% from two or more races. 6.98% of the population were Hispanic or Latino of any race. There were 17,816 households, out of which 31.9% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 38.5% were married couples living together. 23.2% had a female householder with no husband present, and 34.2% were non-families. 30.4% of all households were made up of individuals, and 12.1% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.50 and the average family size was 3.13. In the city, the population was spread out, with 28.1% under the age of 18, 9.2% from 18 to 24, 26.2% from 25 to 44, 21.4% from 45 to 64, and 15.1% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 36 years. For every 100 females there were 83.5 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 77.7 males. The median income for a household in the city was $26,097, and the median income for a family was $31,978. Males had a median income of $29,456 versus $20,154 for females. The per capita income for the city was $16,242. About 23.2% of families and 27.4% of the population were below the poverty line, including 37.7% of those under age 18 and 18.5% of those age 65 or over. Religion. Like many other southern cities, the largest single church denomination in the Alexandria area is Southern Baptist. Large congregations include Emmanuel Baptist Church downtown on Jackson Street and Calvary Baptist off Jackson Street Extension. Alexandria is headquarters too of the Louisiana Baptist Convention. A significant Roman Catholic population is also present, a result of the large Catholic Acadian French population which resides in and around Alexandria, many from neighboring Rapides Parish. Alexandria is the headquarters for the Diocese of Alexandria, Louisiana, which is headed by Bishop Ronald Herzog. Alexandria also has a significant number of Methodists, Presbyterians, and Episcopalians. There is a large number of Pentecostals too. Alexandria has a small, though active Jewish community which dates back to the mid-19th century. Jews have consistently been leaders in government, civic organizations, education, and medicine. The longtime Alexandria City Council member, Harry B. Silver, is Jewish. From 1973 to 1977, another Jew, Arnold Jack Rosenthal, was the last Commissioner of Finance and Utilities under the previous commission form of municipal government. At one time, many large businesses in the downtown were Jewish-owned, with stores including Wellens, Kaplan's, Bialys, Weiss Namp, Goldring, and Schwartzberg's. The Jewish community in Alexandria maintains two synagogues, which are approximately 2 blocks apart: Congregation Gemeluth Shasodam and B'nai Israel Traditional Synagogue. Annual cultural events and festivals. Mardi Gras, as Alexandria is at the cusp of Cajun culture's extension to the north, the city recognizes Mardi Gras as an official holiday. The annual Mardi Gras Cruise Parade, occurring on the Sunday before Mardi Gras on Texas Avenue, is a major cultural festivity in the area. Boasted as a true family-oriented event, paradegoers can enjoy over 20 New Orleans-style floats, high school and college marching bands, as well as appearances by local celebrities. In addition to the main Sunday parade, the college cheerleaders and AMP Classic Cars Parade, which recently was established in 2008, takes place downtown on the Friday before Mardi Gras. The Children's Parade as well takes place downtown on the Saturday before Mardi Gras, and the Crew of Provine Parade, which occurs on Fat Tuesday itself down Coliseum Boulevard. All the events are organized by the Alexandria Mardi Gras Association. A crew parade can attract from 120,000 to 150,000, the Children's Parade up to 40,000 to 50,000, and the college cheerleaders and AMP Classic Cars about 5,000 to 15,000 people. Celebration began in the late 1980s. Celebration was one of the largest festivals in central Louisiana. The name comes from Central Louisiana Celebration and reflects local culture and heritage, as well as serving as a means of celebrating Labor Day as the end of summer. As many as 3 stages support a particular type of music, including Cajun and Zydeco, blues and jazz, and country music. In addition, there are arts and crafts booths for local artists to sell their wares. In the Children's Village, children can participate in arts and crafts, listen to storytellers, play games with clowns, or watch a play. The festival has plenty of carnival rides available as well. Celebration ends with a large fireworks display. Riverfest. In 2002, representatives of local government, businesses, organizations, and community formed the non-profit organization River Cities Cultural Alliance, Inc., to promote tourism and the arts through a celebration of central Louisiana's diverse cultural heritage. The non-profit served to organize and put on Riverfest, Heritage and Arts on the Red. More than 10,000 festival goers attending the event. Riverfest was held in downtown Alexandria and on the Alexandria and Pineville levees. The festival features the work of visual artists from across the South, food booths exemplifying Southern cuisine, a variety of children's activities, 3 outdoor stages with a wide range of music, dance, and theatrical performances, and a literary component with readings and panel discussions by Louisiana authors and scholars. Riverfest was cancelled in 2007. Museums. The Alexandria Museum of Art was founded in 1977 and occupies an historic Rapides Bank building on the banks of the Red River. The building was built c. 1898 and is listed on the National Historic Register. It opened to the public in March 1998. In 1998, the Alexandria Museum of Art expanded and constructed its head foyer and offices as an annex to the Rapides Bank building. In 1999, the Alexandria Museum of Art was honored as an outstanding arts organization in the Louisiana Governor's Arts Awards. In 2007, the Alexandria Museum of Art entered into a collaborative endeavor agreement with Louisiana State University of Alexandria. The Alexandria Museum of Art now also serves as a downtown campus for LSUA classes, and is host to multidisciplinary community events, including concerts and recitals, lectures, yoga classes, second Saturday markets, and museum after hours. The Louisiana History Museum is located downtown on the bottom floor of the former library. A small facility, it showcases the history of all Louisiana, with emphasis on the central portion of the state, Rapides Parish, and Alexandria. Major exhibit areas concern Native Americans, Louisiana geography, politics, healthcare, farming, and the impact of war. The T.It. House Children's Museum and Anna Bontemps African American Museum are located within the Cultural Arts District. The Kent Plantation House in Alexandria, completed by 1800, was located on a Spanish land grant. It is the oldest standing structure in central Louisiana, one of only two buildings in the city to survive the burning of 1864 by Union troops fleeing after having been defeated at the Battle of Mansfield. In DeSoto Parish, the house has been moved from its original location but still stands on part of the first land grant. It is open for tours daily except Sundays at 9, 10, and 11 a.m. and 1, 2, and 3 p.m. The tour is led by costumed docents and includes the house furnished in period pieces, some belonging to the original family, and all 9 outbuildings, including an 1840-50s sugar mill, blacksmith shop, barn, 2 slave cabins, open hearth kitchen, and milk house. Performing arts. The performing arts are centered in the Alexandria Cultural Arts District in downtown Alexandria, located within a few blocks of each other downtown of 3 performance venues: Coghlan Saunders Performing Arts Center, Hearn Stage, and the Riverfront Amphitheater. The Coghlan Saunders Performing Arts Center is the home of the Rapides Symphony Orchestra, which has performed in Alexandria since 1968. The center hosts the Performing Arts Series of the Arts Council of Central Louisiana, the Red River Chorale, an auditioned community chorus, and presentations of numerous local theater groups. The site of the center was donated by the Alexandria Town Talk newspaper, owned by the Gannett Company of McLean, Virginia. The Hearn Stage is an intimate black box theater which houses smaller productions. The Arts Council provides day-to-day management of both the Coghlan Saunders Center and the Hearn Stage. The Riverfront Amphitheater hosts each April a As on the River music festival, sponsored by the Anna Bontemps African American Museum. The Rapides Symphony holds an annual four-pops concert in the amphitheater. In recent years, the amphitheater has welcomed musical guests in conjunction with the springtime dragon boat races sponsored by the Alexandria Museum of Art. The spring and fall seasons also feature Downtown Rocks, a free outdoor concert series in nearby Fulton Park. Sports. Alexandria is home to the Alexandria Aces, a summer college league team. The Aces were champions in various leagues in 1997, 1998, 2006, and 2007. They played the home games at Bringhurst Field. The remaining games of the 2013 season were cancelled in mid-July because of low attendance, which averaged fewer than 200 per game. Alexandria is also home to the Senla Derby Dames, a roller derby team that operates under the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. The Dames play the home games at the Rapides Parish Coliseum. Nearby is Bringhurst Golf Course, popularly known as the nation's oldest par 3 course. A full-scale renovation was completed in mid-2010. In addition to Bringhurst, named for the late industrialist R.W. Bringhurst, Alexandria is home to 4 other golf courses: Oak Wing, the Links on the Bayou at LSU, and Alexandria Golf and Country Club. Alexandria once had a minor league ice hockey team, the Alexandria Warthogs. They played the home games at the Rapides Parish Coliseum. There was also a semi-pro football team, the Louisiana Rapides Rangers, who played the home games at the Rapides Parish Coliseum. They played in the Central District of the Southern American Football League, and the Southern Conference of the National Indoor Football League. The team was owned by a Lafayette Business Group before moving in 2003 to Beaumont, Texas. In 1974, a Little League team from Alexandria won the Louisiana State Championship. Alexandria is also home to the U14 Crossroads Pride soccer team. They won the 2012 Louisiana Soccer Association State Cup. Notable people, media, newspapers established March 17, 1883. The Alexandria Town Talk is a daily newspaper for Alexandria, Pineville and the 13 parishes which comprise central Louisiana. The newspaper was owned by the family of the late Jane Wilson Smith and Joe D. Smith, Jr., until March 1996, when it was sold to Central Newspapers. In August 2000, the Gannett Company acquired the Central Newspaper's properties, including the Town Talk. The name of the paper on its inaugural issue was the Alexandria Daily Town Talk. Although it has since been shorted to the current The Town Talk, it is still frequently referred to by longtime residents as the Daily Town Talk. Key offices include publisher William Ed Humphrey, executive editor Paul V. Carty, advertising director William Bill Etzler, and assistant managing editors John Marcase and Richard Powell Sharkey. Television. Alexandria is served by local television stations Calb TV, WNTZ, KLAX-TV, KLPA, and KBCA. Calb is the oldest television station in central Louisiana. Alexandria is the location of the pawn shop in the show Cajun Pawn Stars on the History Channel. Radio. Local radio stations: KJMJ 580 AM, religious; KSYL 970 AM, news, talk, sports; KDBS 1410 AM, ESPN radio; KAYT 88.1 FM, Christian, urban; KLXA 89.9 FM, K-Love; KLSA 90.7 public radio, Red River Radio; KAPM 91.7 FM, American Family Radio; KQID-FM 93.1 Top 40, KMXH 93.9 FM, Urban Adult Contemporary; KZLCLP 95.5 FM, Alternative Christian; KZMZ 96.9 FM, Classic Rock; KKSD 98.7 FM, Urban Contemporary; KRV-FM 100.3 FM, Country; K265FB 100.9 FM, Soft AC; KBCE 102.3 FM, Urban Contemporary; KLAA-FM 103.5 FM, Louisiana Country; KEZP 104.3 FM, News, Talk, Sports; KBKK 105.5 FM, Classic Country. KEDG 106.9 FM, Adult Contemporary. Parks and outdoor attractions. Alexandria Zoological Park. The Alexandria Zoological Park is a 33-acre zoo first opened to the public in 1926. Owned by the City of Alexandria and operated by the Division of Public Works, it is home to about 500 animals and includes an award-winning Louisiana habitat exhibit. Much of the credit for the quality of the zoo has been given to Robert Leslie Witt, who served as director for 34 years prior to his death. Witt was hired in 1974 by then Streets and Parks Commissioner Malcolm Hebbitt. The zoo is accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums and takes part in about 20 species survival plans as part of its conservation efforts. Cotal Lake Recreation Area. Cotal Lake is a man-made impoundment located in the uplands approximately 15 miles west-northwest of Alexandria, Louisiana. The lake is approximately 1,775 acres in size and was completed in October 1965. The Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Commission stocked this impoundment with the proper species and number of game fish in 1965-66 shortly after its completion date. The recreational facilities include a large area cleared and zoned for swimming with complete bathhouse facilities nearby. There is a water skiing area that is cleared and snagged for safety of the skiers. The picnic and camping areas are modern and complete. There is also space available for campers. Indian Creek Lake and Recreation Area encompasses a 2,250-acre lake, 100 acres of developed recreation facilities and a 250 acres primitive camping area, all within the Alexander State Forest. The lake, located in central Louisiana, was constructed as a joint venture of the Louisiana Forestry Commission, the Rapides Parish Police Jury, and the Lower West Red River Soil and Water Conservation District as a reservoir for agricultural irrigation in times of need and for recreation purposes. The recreation area camping area contains 109 campsites with conventional full utility hookups, 3 beaches for swimming, bath houses, a boat launch, and 75 picnic sites. A covered pavilion within the developed area provides for groups up to 100 people. The recreation area is open year-round and operates on user fees. Kisatchie National Forest. Alexandria sits in the middle of the Kisatchie National Forest. Ranger districts are north, northwest, west and southwest of the city. An abundance of large timberlands and forest nurseries, as well as lake and recreation areas, are within a short driving distance.